the biggest thing, right, that we offer from a vCISO perspective is that you now get away from the traditional where you have one person that's coming in from 24 to 36 months on average, and he now has to manage the conversation between the stakeholders, members of the board, the conversation between all his managers and direct reports, as well as the conversation with the CTO of the company. So with a vCISO, what happens is now you actually have access to a larger pool, depending upon the company, right? You have a larger pool of experienced individuals that now have, how do I deal with that strategic operational capability? How do I deal with that managerial function capability?
Apart from, we always hear the news about, the shortage of talent, role unfilled for almost a year, sometimes in a couple of companies. I echo what Dr. K just mentioned, that you will get that experience that is coming from a different angle. Because right now, we cannot just say, okay, this is a fintech, then it will work like this. No, right now, the fintech company, they will, for example, they will serve there's a relation with manufacturing, there's also a relation with another technology company. They all come together and then they will have a different requirement, while maybe the basics is fintech. And to have that let's say breadth of experience, that breadth of knowledge of a different areas is something that actually the vCISO offers.
Answer. Right. So I was going to say, back in the day, CIOs used to be a lot more technical, and there's been an awareness that, hey, a CIO is an enterprise level and really needs to communicate with the board and look at the organization holistically. And I think the CISOs are still kind of stuck in that tech space. To Dr. K's comment that they're sitting under the CIO or under the CTO, and that's not really that enterprise kind of holistic view. And so as a vCISO, it's the opportunity to, like Ferry was saying, partner at the enterprise level and to think that more strategic, that bigger picture. Obviously, it's not the one dimension of one person, but you get kind of breadth of experience. But here's the other thing. Companies need a CISO from day one. Like, there's the other thing. CISOs are not cheap. We all know they're well into the six figure range. So they're not cheap to go out and hire somebody. And that's one guy or girl. And then he or she is going to one person. That's right. I didn't even think about it until you said it. So that was funny. But it's going to be one person with one thought process. They're going to need a team. And, when you're a startup, or even in your first, 5-10 years of growth, you just can't afford that. That's the reality. But you know what? You can't afford to not have that role, because it's that serious. And so there's where I think the real beauty of a vCISO is you get to go hire Mr. or Mrs. $350,000 a year, and you get all that expertise of that person and their team. But guess what? You may not need them. Just